This is the new Renault 5 E-Tech and it might just have the single greatest optional extra ever. A port baguette, to hold your favorite tubular loaf and stop it shedding crumbs all over your car. It's a masterstroke in sucking the seriousness out of a new car launch and simultaneously confirming that the new 5 is as French as Edith Piaf chain-smoking Gauloise in a bathtub full of unnecessarily smelly cheese. That was Renault CEO, Luca de Meo's idea, says design boss Gilles Vidal. It's funny, we often think he could be a designer. We thought about putting a beret on the headrests, but that was a bit much. The Renault 5 is a much-awaited model among the models of 2024, with marketing set for early autumn. It is an electric car that opens a new chapter in the history of the French brand, reincorporating an iconic style taken from the original 1970s model and attacking with an anticipated starting price of less than €25,000, approximately. We are therefore talking about a €10,000 advantage in a market category where other comparable electric cars are around €35,000, or even €30,000 in the case of some lower segment models. At the moment we wait to see what the Chinese manufacturers will come up with, particularly in response to recent innovations such as the Citroën EC3. The Renault 5 is also positioned between its Renault Twingo and Renault Clio sisters, while waiting for the revival operation to be completed with the arrival of the Renault 4, another iconic model from the French manufacturer. But let's see what the new Renault 5 looks like. Renault 5 2024 Exterior. The Renault 5 is the car on which Italian Luca de Meo, CEO of the French group, has set up the strategy he has called Renaulution to revolutionize Renault's market positioning, starting by revisiting a pop icon like the original Renault 5, born in 1972. The designers who presented the new car to the press in Paris speak of a retrofuturism operation. As with its forerunner, the front headlights generate sympathy, the rear lights are vertical, the mudguards are sculpted, there is a reference to the grille on the front bonnet of the historic Renault 5, and there is a choice of bright colors for the bodywork. The Renault 5 E-Tech Electric, this is the official name in full, has thus reinterpreted the distinctive features of the model it refers to by adapting them to current technology. The front LED headlights, for example, display a welcome sequence reminiscent of a winking pupil as you approach the car. Also inside the front headlights is a small flag of France, as well as another symbol of the French, a small cockerel, both on the windscreen and on the sides of the boot lid. The wheels are 18-inch with 195/55 R18 tires, a size still uncommon among B-segment cars to which the Renault 5 belongs. They are positioned at the ends of the body and on the tailgate the Renault brand diamond logo has disappeared, replaced by the full lettering accompanied by the number 5. The rear lights protrude to improve aerodynamics, in conjunction with the spoiler above the rear window, on which the roof visually rests, which can be painted in contrasting colors, with a reference also to the R5 Turbo of the 1980s for a red line that acts as a border. The 1970s catalog. The Renault 5 is the first model designed on the renamed AMPR small platform. Up to now it was called CMF-BEV, the new construction basis of the Renault Group's Ampere industrial division. Designed for B-segment cars, it differs from the CMF platform of other Renaults with which it shares the front end, for example, in its flat floorpan, long wheelbase, roominess, boot volume, low center of gravity, multi-link rear suspension and low weight, less than 1,500 kilograms. See details in the table below. The AMPR small platform has also made it possible to make economies of scale and cut costs, for example by reducing electrical components after rethinking the architecture of the batteries, which have 3 or 4 large modules containing the cells, instead of 10 or 12 modules in other electric cars of the French brand.